Yo, hell yeah. Yo, what's up? We back with another edition of the best podcast you never heard of. This is the Conceited Nobody, episode 169. No homo. We pausing the fuck out of everything in the world today.
That's crazy.
You already know. You already know I am a tourist, aka Dark Skin Thanos, aka the Commodity, aka Fan of Facts. I'm here with the squad, man. Listen, we had a guest last two episodes. And it's always fun to have a guest, but it's always much more fun when we have the family reunion. When the guys are back in the building. How y'all feeling today?
The boys are back in town. Pretty good, man. Pretty good.
Shout out to Juvie, man. It's like Juvie ain't been here this summer.
I know, man. I feel like I'm finally really back in the action.
Getting muscular
I've already
again.
been on my DRCK. So I finally kind of, you know what? It's cool because like they really ain't been holding me back because I've been able to I've been able to train, you know, and I was gonna be able to fight, but they still spoke about my hours and shit, like just because I was on annual training, so it's a different type of time. Like they got control those 24 hours, so it's weird. So I had a
Just like your life. Me and name on the
so
contract.
man. So, but then I had to go to a school, and you know I was South Bend for like a week, then in the middle of nowhere, going to this maintenance school, learning about some shit, you know, that I could take back with us just in case I gotta get about this motherfucker. You feel me? But then I'm about to get back in the gym. Probably just gonna get back on jiu-jitsu and conditioning and technique. I ain't really gonna do too much boxing. I hit the bag here and there, but I'm gonna start doing some jiu-jitsu again. Cause I took them niggas out. That shit gave me a run.
You see the choke somebody?
Yeah,
He said he got to
he's
rush.
baby.
Hey, this nigga going to the police academy. He talking like the police.
Man, they get the guillotine, you know. You know, it's just like crazy when you just like when you grab it, it's like, yeah, I could have killed you. Like,
Hey, that's power.
He said, I like that shit. I almost killed that nigga.
No one man should have all that power. He that?
Yeah,
That's
for
right.
sure. Yeah,
That's right.
I got two of them. I've been training for 6 months. I got two of them. One was a guillotine. They both headlocks.
Yeah.
One was a guillotine. One I think was out. Naked choke or some shit like that.
I want to know how sinister and sadistic you are. At any point, did you consider not letting up on Tab?
Yeah. Ooh, because it took so long to get it.
Killer.
Look, though. It took me so long to get it.
Yeah, that's the only
Like,
reason.
he was like, hey, dig until you put your hips into the ground and shove. So I'm
No
doing
homo.
that, dude. Like, you know, he ain't giving up. He ain't giving up. So if they there made me want to just like let go and try something else, but I'm like,
Yeah.
no, I got him right here. He trying to fight him.
Yeah.
I got it. It took me like, I'm gonna say like a minute and some change, but he finally.
Tab.
Woo! What the hell with it? I really go to this. He go to sleep. He can't feel me like I would have choke him out. I wanted to go to sleep for real. It's like that's the dance.
Juvie
Tuck him in there.
It's a serial killer deep down inside Juvie.
Tuck him in.
Tuck him
I'm
in.
telling you, she is the fan. I'm gonna be a dangerous man for the army.
Yeah. A certified. Hey, they don't know what they do.
Yeah,
Let me find out, Juvie. It's a
I'm
code.
be on the front line.
He got a trigger word.
Reporting the op.
Man, sure.
You gonna be you know they can't touch you
Hey.
right now.
Boop, 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 boop. That's the code. That's the code, man. This nigga be out here.
Motherfucker like Mario when you got the stone.
Yeah.
They can't even bullets bouncing off you and everything.
Hey, this nigga gonna turn into Black Terminator.
You got to pull him up off somebody.
Hey.
They don't know what we're talking about.
All right, that's enough, Juvie. Stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
They
Quit.
don't know what we're talking about though. That's
Hell no, all over here. But okay, without much further ado, I will introduce the man to the right, the man with the master plan, Renaissance motherfucking Juvie. Welcome back. It's been a while. I should have some welcome back Cotter music, man.
Welcome back.
Welcome, Cotter, not Mace. So are you gonna fight this weekend? I mean, not this weekend. My bad. In July.
We still haven't talked to him.
Yeah.
We still haven't talked to him. So it's a lot of things we gotta talk about, man. I think we need to go talk.
We got some shit we got to figure out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm gonna take you, Coach Ike, Coach Pat, and
Yeah.
us, and then go talk to them, and then go talk to Sid, and then see what we're gonna do.
Exactly. I was gonna slander the fuck out of them niggas though, After that last shit. I was.
Yeah,
But I said, let me
ain't dealing with them niggas.
I said, I gotta see how this shit play out, cause I don't wanna fuck up nothing you had going on, cause I had some scathing shit to say.
Yeah.
Scathing. It was gonna be salacious. Before we, matter of fact, let me go ahead and introduce the man, cause we got something else to discuss. The motherfucking man of the hour.
Who, me?
Nigga, you! To my left.
Your boy, Jason Ritchie, a.k.a. Go Jason R, a.k.a. Vanessa Williams, a.k.a. Send me the cash. You can send it to Cash App if you got it. a.k.a. Marty McHigh, a.k.a. Senor Tezito to the Latino people, a.k.a. Nigga, we working.
Hey, we'll get serious at the end. That's cool, y'all here, y'all horse playing. He said, hey, we be back next August. But how you feeling though, man?
We good, man. It's a good day, man. It's a good day. We good, man.
Let's be back in household tours again one more time. I could have been with the what they say. I'm happy to be in the land of living.
Hey, you know, any day above ground, you know, it's such and such.
It's a good one unless you sit outside of the corner and the sign that says Will blank blankety blank.
That shit is it's gonna be a long life. But nah, we happy that we not in them situations, you know, and shit is opening back up. They really about to open this shit back up all the way on first. They talking about for the white man holiday.
For real? Like,
Yeah, Indiana.
First
I'm
of all,
somebody to be
The
back.
shit, everything, but
we got a lot of shit to discuss. Hold on. In my head, I got a little lineup. And every time I say that, first off, Jason, you did have a couple shows this weekend.
oh yeah.
I was gonna come, man, but I ain't feel like paying $40 fucking.
Hey, you know what? I didn't encourage, man, fuck that. I wasn't gonna tell a lot of motherfuckers coming at me.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of motherfuckers. I don't like when they charge that much. It was no 2-drink minimum, there's no alcohol, and it was a clean show.
Yeah.
So, like, they had snacks and pizza and shit, you know, little food and shit, but, like, I don't really condone overcharging niggas on tickets, man, for real, for real. If you gonna have 100 motherfuckers, I mean, I don't know, man. I just don't really believe tickets should be $10 or something like that at most, man.
I
15
agree.
bucks.
I agree.
No more than $15, man. Unless something come with it.
And Jason was with it.
Shit. So a drink come with it or some shit. You talking about 2-drink minimum on top of that, nigga? Give me a drink.
They had a 2-drink minimum.
No, they didn't have
Okay,
a 2-drink
okay.
minimum.
So they
So
was
that
fair
was
with that.
So that was kind of they balanced it out because they got
Yeah.
a couple costs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So how your set go?
It was actually really fucking good, man.
And you couldn't say fucking.
Exactly. It was
Yeah.
clean, man. They had every rule. Seemed almost like rules was set up against niggas on purpose, so we couldn't be funnier than white
No
niggas.
long
that ran with.
t-shirts, no oversized baggy.
No, you can sell your t-shirts and mixtapes and shit, but no, they talking about no profanity. Then it was no sex jokes. Then it was no racial jokes. And then it was you couldn't even imply curse words or sexual act. Like the P, you know the P.
I would have paid for that just to see what kind of act you put on. Like,
So-
you know what I mean? Like, I would have paid for that just to
So I didn't tell. I posted it, but I ain't really be like, man, you should come to this show. You know.
You posted
so-
that?
No, I posted the
Oh,
like I told people to come to the show, and, and some people actually came out,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh shit.
Was it hard for you?
No, it wasn't hard.
Pause. Y'all don't be sure about this episode.
It wasn't. It wasn't difficult. It's just like that. Like I had to switch it up for the occasion, man, because it was kids in that motherfucker. It was mostly old white motherfuckers and kids.
And so it was old white people with their dates.
I mean, old niggas.
With
Like,
their dates.
yeah, man. And then, but. And shout out to the old white motherfuckers and kids. They came out. What did you say, nigga?
You niggas didn't take out.
Niggas in that time, knock, knock, knock.
Damn, that's what I felt like I was gonna have to do. But when you overthink it, that's what you think, man. In real life, I just had motherfuckers just had to slow down
Yeah.
and fucking not do no sex shit, really.
Oh.
Cause my jokes was middle of the road, and I was doing new shit on top of that. That was the other challenge I threw on top of that for myself. I
I
guess.
always said that I could see you on some yo gabba gabba shit. I can see you as a black
But
person
the
in the clan,
funny shit-
man. I can see the shit. Cause
But
your
we-
person, and now, hold on, that's definitely not enough. That's a credit.
And you
Right.
can fuck the crazy.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And the crazy shit was like they didn't say no drug shit.
Yeah.
I saw niggas was there talking about drugs to these kids.
For real.
Niggas was
This
there
is like
talking
Dave
about
Chappelle Sesame Street.
I was like, what the fuck are we doing here? This is Jim Henson, but not Sesame Street.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
like,
that's how they get them.
it was, but
So it was old
It was-
motherfuckers getting them little children
And
hard
I
to
didn't-
fuck them. Jesus juice.
Y'all tell me.
You agree.
want some popcorn?
Don't tell me
So-
about that. They gonna figure out what
But-
it is real quick.
Hold on, man. They gonna use some kind of sting and shit.
I am.
Some old gutty sting.
Hey,
You know,
like-
saying,
like-
solicitation
How the
and shit.
motherfuckers had Chris Tucker on Epstein shit.
Yeah. Oh, that fight law.
You see, looking like nigga, what? I was just here for they paid me for the entertainment.
Hey, man, you gotta watch the comedy you keep. Listen,
But it really was.
I could not imagine me and my daughter in the same comedy show. I can't fucking imagine. We don't laugh at the same shit.
I couldn't either, especially because I brought my son to the club and I was telling jokes about him and his mama.
Oh,
That didn't happen this weekend.
Oh.
This was like when Morty's one time. I think it was like Father's Day week. I went up there telling some jokes, talking
Did
shit.
he confront you after?
I made that nigga record it too.
Oh,
Yeah,
We talking about Jewy
that nigga was
choking, nigga. That's as sadistic as it gets.
nigga, this life.
Hey,
Don't do shit you know you made
I had
mistakes.
nothing to do with it. Said he. I came after the procreation.
Nah.
I was procreated.
That's fine, but you gotta put that shit in their face so they understand. You do
Got a
gotta.
dangerous show tonight. Hey,
You have to present it for them so they can see their
they got observe it.
and confront them about it.
Yeah.
But no, for real, it was a good show. Motherfuckers made sure the second night both nights they made sure to tell the owner and that was their favorite person on the show.
And you was?
Yeah, that was.
That's what's up. Who
And
told
it
you
was
who
actually,
said that?
and it was actually really funny fucking comedians on the show too. Random old white people, bro. Like I don't know them, but
Did they invite you home?
no, but I did end up getting like 3 other shows after this.
No shit.
Yeah, and every time I was sending me to like Minnesota or something, they like, do you got 45 minutes playing? I was like, oh shit, I know I got more than 45, but I just ain't never did it playing, but I can do it.
You got a shuffle yard from these teams, tap dance and
Oh,
shit.
nigga, that's what I do.
You the robot, yeah. You the robot.
Nigga, I did a fucking corporate office party, nigga, one time before I had all the material.
You know they just like Bobby Schmurder.
Boy, I had 45 minutes of real material, and was in there, had them niggas doing the hammer dance.
very nice.
You what?
I had 45 minutes of material and then had them niggas doing the hammer dance like when I was sweating like 'cause
White
the clock was right there, nigga. I could see. So I'm like, oh shit. This list of jokes getting shorter and that clock getting slower. So, so I'm like, oh shit, you gotta do your time, nigga.
Hip hop dosey dope.
You can't short it. You gotta do your fucking time or they might not pay you.
Hey, so what you turned up?
Nigga, I was like, y'all remember the hammer dance, right? I know y'all can dance, right? Y'all can't even do the hammer dance. Yeah, that bitch doing the typewriter. Oh,
Man, hey, you a hell of a substitute teacher. That's your resume too, nigga.
Hey,
I don't know the
There's a lot of
curriculum.
comedians that substitute teachers though. So
I can
I'm
tell
telling
you.
you shit.
Well,
How y'all feel about that Javon tape?
hold on, man. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get there. We're gonna wrap it this weekend. I definitely want to talk about that shit.
What you do this
You didn't watch that?
No.
Shit, we seen that Conjuring bullshit. Low key went to the movies.
You didn't see Fast 9?
I ain't seen 8. I ain't seen 8. That's how I would have seen. No, I ain't seen 8. Damn, I had a question for you. Real quick. Really, both of y'all. And it's not first. Niggas just got done celebrating the quasi pseudo holiday Juneteenth. Do niggas get to celebrate the 4th of July also, or are can they double dip? Can niggas double dip?
I don't get it.
I think that is highly contradictory, but
Cause you can't have 2 Independence Days.
right? But white people is contradictory, so we should take advantage of their holidays and do the same shit they do on their holiday, nigga, and do it better than them.
We do not live comparatively.
No, nigga, it's not comparatively, nigga.
When you say
It's
white people,
it's an eye for an eye. I'm like, bitch, you do it to me. I'm gonna do it to you.
If I want to.
Bitch, fuck you, nigga. I told you, Juneteenth is 2 weeks, nigga.
You did say that last week, didn't you?
They figured out a way to fucking corporately make money from this shit.
Recapping this week though, Javante Tank Davis did fight. He moved up to 140, skipping 2 weight division fight. Mario El Azteca Barrios. You ain't check it out. Are you familiar with Tank?
No.
He's not familiar with Tank.
I heard of Barrios.
You heard of Barrios. He works with us. You check out the fight?
Yeah.
What you thought about it? Get the boxers' opinion.
Man, shit, I'm like, at this point, man, it's like, I'm like how they was doing Floyd. It's like, I don't know if it's exactly how they doing Floyd, because I really got to study the resume, but it's like, I want to see him keep proving himself. You know what I mean? Like, that's how they was like, okay, let's see he fight this motherfucker, see what he do. Okay, let's see he fight this motherfucker, see what he do. But now that Floyd really over his career and he really know the game, it's like, are we really going to get to see those fights that we really want to see? And that's the disappointing part, but I think he'll continue. I think, I mean, he's tough. He's a tough competitor, and I want to see him continue. I think they'll continue to put him in there with tough guys, you know, and I think he may rise to the occasion every time, but we really won't get to see those fights that we really want to see.
Yeah, this weekend, this fight, it was, I don't know, I don't really want to say.
I don't want to downplay dude, because dude was tough, and I watched I know a couple dudes that he fought, you know, and it was like, man, they tough. So it's like,
I feel like I don't feel like Tank get moved like Floyd at all. Floyd fought tougher competition, in my opinion. But it's a different era. I felt they took Tank to pay-per-view too early. I don't know what the sales did. It's definitely a fight that I wasn't getting. I was interested in the undercard with the Lubin and Rosario. I wanted to see that more than I wanted to see the main event.
I did too.
Soon as the fight was over, somebody of course uploaded it to YouTube. So I hurried up and watched the entire fight. I had already seen the hoopla, seen a couple of the post-fight videos on Fight Hype. Tank did his shit. He fought an undefeated fighter who came to win, who a lot of people picked to beat Tank. He had to adjust to the height difference. And the most remarkable thing for me was him carrying his power up. He was just in that motherfucker. That motherfucker was falling and shit like he had, you know what I'm saying? Like he got touched by Benny Hinn. Prime Benny Hinn. Not this prime Benny Hinn. Where he be in India touching niggas' forehead. That's the type was put his hands on him. I do want to see him fight more marquee names, especially when he charges $75 for a pay-per-view. I'm definitely not paying $75 to watch Tank fight Mario Barrios when I don't know Mario Barrios from Barrios Mario. I want to see him fight a Teofimo, somebody of that ilk. If you're going to be a 140 fight, the real undisputed person, which is Josh Taylor. My money this year is going to Deontay Wilder and Fury, and then Spencer Pacquiao. If I can somehow finagle a ticket to that Spencer Pacquiao, even better. I need to. I would if you listen to me. Send me some credentials and shit so I can go for Pay Me No Mind or Bite Down Boxing. I need press credentials.
Send
it. What else you saying? This weekend. I feel like I'm leaving something now. I had something at the top of my forehead and it's leaving me. Is that all y'all got in this weekend? Nothing else? Nothing major? Oh, the fucking phone. Where are my fucking manners? Last weekend wasn't shit. This is the weekend where it goes down. Juvie is about to be an honest man. It's Juvie's weekend, man. Juvie's week. Look, don't do it. Reconsider.
That's what I'm coming down to.
Nah.
When I come down, I'm coming down to.
Yeah. Oh, are you for real? That's what's up. Hey, how you feel? Hey, anybody don't know, Juvie is getting married this weekend. This Saturday. How you feeling about that?
Man, Man, at first, like I've been telling everybody, you know, I tell her parents, I tell my mom, I tell her, I'm like, look, when I asked you to marry me, I prayed to, you know, the Most High about it. I talked to him about it. You know, I made a promise to him about certain things I would and wouldn't do by you. And I'm like, that's when I made a pact between us and, you know, him and you. And it's just like, so, like, all this other stuff, I like, it don't really mean much to me, but now I'm feeling like nervous and stuff because all my people gonna be there, you know, all the homies gonna be there, you know, the family gonna be there, you know, both families gonna be there. Like, man, like, it's gonna be crazy like that. Just being able to get everybody there, man. Like, yeah, just to see, just not really to see, we're gonna see this and just like, you know, everybody just happy. Everybody gonna be happy, you know, because it ain't gonna be, you know what I mean? It's just all gonna be, everybody gonna be dancing and eating and hopefully the food cool, you know, that shit.
He how nervous this nigga is. He said, hopefully the food cool. You know how nervous you gotta be to say, hopefully on Tuesday. Hopefully the food's cool. This nigga, hey, relax. Relax. Hey, so what, damn. So, what makes you most nervous? Is it just the crowd presence and things like that? Do you feel like you gonna fall? You pass out? You gonna cry? No, you don't cry.
Man, I'll be crying, though. I ain't gonna.
You gonna cry?
Maybe.
So are you
I'll be emotional. I get emotional where I be crying.
Like with regrets?
I don't know. I don't know what it really. I don't know. Like I don't know if other people did this, but when you about to fight, when I'm about to fight, not now. When I was younger.
Oh yeah, the butterflies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's how you get your strength.
It's
Don't make me if I start crying.
I might not though. Like it really got to be moments where it's like, man, that shit is sad, right? Like,
that's me crying.
Are you more nervous about the ceremony than the actual marriage itself? Like
no,
the
it's the ceremony.
Or-
Like the marriage, I'm kind of locked in. You know, I ain't say kind of because like I'm still grown. You know, like I'm still young, I'm still grown, but I feel like I got a good grip on you know, how to lead her, you know, where we going, or you know, she followed me. You know, and that was the most important part. Like, some people like you go in the marriage and trying to fix things. It's like
sounds like a
bro, if I say go left, we go
horse
left,
at
then
first.
she gonna left. So it's
Yeah.
like, you know, so I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, we can. I think, you know, it's gonna be cool.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
real
it.
nervous about the ceremony. That's all
Yeah,
it is.
yeah.
That's all I'm nervous about.
Would you say something like what?
a horse. Yeah, like she come with me, she fought, you know, I'm trying to lead her.
Yeah, but that's how you gotta be though. You know?
Nah, no, I get it, nigga. It just sounded so funny. What, like,
Yeah.
So you gotta be confident about that shit. You supposed to be like things to be let women fuck their life up. That's why like,
Shit.
even men out here that you think, oh, you buying her this or you doing this, he's so good to her, and like man, they suckers whole time.
Yeah. So we talking about like dudes who do stuff like who?
Like you know how with the media, like with people, what you would think, oh, this the ideal couple, or this the ideal, you know what I mean? Like,
Hell yeah.
you never know.
You don't be the bitch who be getting punched in the stomach at midnight.
Hey, you don't know what kind of arrangement they got, nigga. You take some blows to the stomach, this nigga go buy a big ass gym or some shit.
I mean, you can just see
Fair
what's going
trade.
on. You can see what's going on in broad daylight. It's like I ain't going for that.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the disrespect
I
and
concur.
shit.
Yeah, you know the disrespect, you know, just the
That's hard,
disrespect,
though.
man. And they just be thinking like, oh, that's cool. Or
Are y'all having a Christian wedding?
Man, I don't really know what type of, you know, I know
Like y'all got like a preacher and shit.
Yeah, uncle, I think he's like some minister or something. We're gonna go out, he gonna do the little stuff, and I grow some out, she grows some out. See those.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Do it your way, Frank. Do it your way.
Do it your way, Frank. Do it. Kamala Harris shit. We did it, Joe.
Hey.
We did it.
My nigga Frank gonna be claimed as Frank Sinatra.
Y'all got, where y'all going honeymoon? Y'all got that plan?
Man, it's crazy. Yeah, we is like, but I don't like I told her like it really ain't no rush.
Yeah.
Like you want to spend all this money to go do something extravagant for a few days, or we can just keep doing fun stuff every other weekend.
Oh, nigga, she wanna go out there.
But yeah, we gonna do something.
Yeah, fuck your local field trip.
Yeah, we gonna do something, go out of town, or go out
Yeah.
the country.
Like, nigga, we do that on the regular.
Say, I know what you're saying though, man. Be somewhere you don't even want to be, but it's supposed to be fun, so you gotta smell on these pictures.
we supposed to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
It's like shit. Then you know, shit still had to pay for a lot of shit after. You know, the wedding is.
do you feel like this? It's a woman, I guess, but when you being practical, man.
No, cause like now, like she be like, man, we should have just did this. But it's like,
It's the
like,
fourth quarter.
for me, like what I learned with my woman, like I really just gotta like take her through it and go through it with her so she'll learn the lesson.
Nah,
You know what I mean?
you gotta keep her away from lessons.
I do, yeah,
Yeah.
I do. But it's like some stuff is like, man, like this.
Not like
It
your ass.
was
Because that's where the protection
And
come in.
it was like, yeah, like I couldn't really just be like, no, we ain't doing that. But it's like, man, you know, it'd be cool, and it's like, dang, everybody, you know, will be there.
Yeah.
That's cool. This is a good moment.
I know your shit.
Have a moment and stuff.
I refrain from saying this word a lot because it seems like it's weird for. I know this shit gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Cause I know your crew jazz and shout out to Gary and silly ass.
He gonna be at the table with the Stacks was supposed to be in the wedding, but he can't make it to rehearsals.
Who?
Gary, I'm about to call you Stacks.
Yeah,
Call me Stacks. Yeah, but Gary's supposed to be in the wedding, but he can't make it to rehearsals with the work.
Yeah.
So he gonna be sitting at the table with Gary's Makita and
Yeah. Hell yeah. Are you scared like that she gonna see this as a finish line? Like I won.
Yeah.
It's like
I thought about like you know how the motherfuckers be talking about they'll be getting the pussy and then watching they used to when they was start they first got her and all that shit. I'm like, man, like I'm too young for this.
Hey, I'm too young to dog.
And I really gotta go out here and do what I'm gonna keep letting you know. And if at some point I gotta go out here and do what I gotta do, I kept letting you know.
What you gonna say?
That's your dick
Oh,
getting
no.
that
I'm
pussy.
recording this, dog.
What you say?
I said, because that's your dick getting
You
that
gotta
pussy.
have evidence, though. You gotta have evidence.
Remember
I said, bitch, but a woman take you down to the ground, man.
Remember July 3rd, 2021. I reiterated.
I ain't got no pussy in a year and 6
Oh,
months.
listen. I should have introduced that negativity to your nuptials.
No, we good though, man. But no, the thing with me, like I learned,
Joe, you killing me with that smack.
as long as I got all that water in my mouth, but. I already knew it.
No, what you saying up?
No, man, I'm like, man, you know, as long as I keep doing my part, you
Yeah.
know, as long as I keep just doing my part, and she's giving an example. I just hope that she will sway on me. You feel me?
It's-
She been doing it.
Man, listen, it's like you said, life is learning.
Yeah.
It's never a point in life where you stop learning. You know what I'm saying? It's up now. You should grow until you die. You know what I'm saying? Like you should be like, oh, I didn't know that those pills were gonna kill me. You know what I'm saying? Your last breath should be filled with lessons, and that's how it's gonna be, though, man. Everything valleys and peaks. Just don't get too high on the peaks and don't get too low on the valley. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to it, man. I gotta give me some fresh drip. I might go to Corey's GQ Fresh, pick out me some a shawl or some shit, whatever it
It's a
is.
shawl. Man, you got several blankets on it.
But no, I'm looking forward to it. Can't wait. Yeah. I was looking up a couple articles and shit. I just want to touch base with y'all on these, man. Get a couple thoughts on these. First off, TMZ is doing this shit tonight, which they investigating UFOs. The Pentagon proved. Have y'all noticed like the insurgence of quote unquote UFO stories, or they talking about certain files gonna be released? Yeah. Have y'all noticed about this shit?
I did hear about that years ago, but and so they planning that shit. They
Yeah.
talking about Obama was gonna be the declassification or what is it called?
I forgot about that.
The first nigga to start putting this shit out there. He the one that even acknowledged the existence of Area 51 publicly.
the existence of it.
that it's a real place. They was denying that shit for real.
No, Area 51 is definitely a place.
I mean, I know that, but
I know
the president said that.
But
shit
they
out
was
his
just saying
mouth.
that it was like a military site. They wasn't saying that it was
Nah, he was saying that shit in relationship to UFO.
for real.
Yeah, on like Jimmy Kimmel or Conan or something.
He was trying to do a tongue in cheek though, where you couldn't tell
Nah,
he
it
was
was like-
joking and shit.
It was a joke. It was a joke after that, but
Yeah.
for sure it was very like that moment.
Yeah,
You know, like it was like, nah, nigga, like I said, it's motherfucking UFO.
Do you believe in UFOs?
It's definitely yeah,
You do.
whatever you want to call it. Whatever you
Man,
wanna call
like,
it.
I just like I want to see it. You just you just be wanting to see stuff for yourself, but it's like I had my little like thing that might have been one moments, you know, when you be younger, just growing up in life, but
Yeah.
I definitely be like, man, yes, so I gotta make. So, I don't know for sure, but I'm more leaning towards if I see one, I'm like, aha.
Well, in that case,
I'm
nigga.
just like, why niggas start? Why everybody start trying to build spaceships all of a sudden, like independently? Like rich niggas was like, I'm trying to make me a spaceship.
They
and
trying
go.
to go out there and tell
Cause
them,
they supposedly-
motherfucker went to the moon and back.
Well, they supposedly found all this shit out. Now they like, oh nigga, I'm gone.
With no motherfucking yeah.
Yeah, I definitely believe in. I don't believe it's like how they say,
Yeah.
but you know, it's fallen angel shit. And it's the technology that they spread. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we can go. This would be a whole nother episode, but it's what I believe in. But it's odd to me how it's the new wave. How everybody talking about it from Maine. And it's like you said Obama, which was 2 presidents ago, where he was talking about it.
Disclosure is what
That's right.
disclosure.
Hell yeah. And what it is, it's like what are y'all trying to do? What's the agenda? It's gonna be first off, quote unquote, aliens have already been here interacting with leaders from different countries. People don't know that is that the Nazi Germany had a lot of high tech shit, and that's because they was working hand in hand with these so-called aliens. But, you know, I ain't really want to go into it because we got so much to talk about. But if you ever look it up, you will know that when the war ended in the Second World War, that a lot of German scientists was given refuge here in the United States or in other parts of the Western world, well, further west in Germany, and they was given asylum because it was used to work. I can't remember his first name, but his last name is Braun. He went on to work for NASA. You know what I'm saying? And he was a German scientist and stuff. And then usually when you commit war crimes, you get either reprimanded through courts or you even get killed. But they got some asylum here in the United States and other places, including Hitler. Hitler didn't die. He went to South America. Just a bit of humor. Our man arrested for calling it a bomb threat after McDonald's forgot his dipping sauce.
You want to play him?
Yeah, old man.
Iowa.
Chick-fil-A the other day.
Hold on, real
Bullshit.
no shit.
Yeah.
That's unlike Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A, you have a reputation, you should uphold it. When I seen Iowa, I was safe. I was so happy that Jason was here because it's like some Chicago nigga shit. Jason was in Iowa telling jokes and shit a couple weeks ago. A man from Ankeny, Iowa was arrested Saturday, June the 26th after he threatened to blow up a local McDonald's for failing to include dipping sauce along with his chicken McNuggets order.
Damn.
Sergeant Corey Schnotten told regional outlet 213 that 42-year-old Robert Goldwasser Jr. called the restaurant at about 5:20 p.m. on Saturday after learning that his order was incorrect. Goldwasser allegedly told the restaurant that he would blow the place up and also referenced punching the employee. I'll come in and punch you and blow this bitch up. You better give my other. That's when police contacted the phone number Goldwasser called from, according to a criminal complaint. They say he admitted over the phone and during the interview that at the police department that he indeed made those threats. He was charged with a Class D felony for making a false report of an explosive incendiary device. He was booked in jail on Saturday and released on Sunday on bond. He was given a Class D for making a false report of having a bomb. So you had me out here and you was lying? This is a class D.
Oh my God.
That's fucking insane.
Let's talk about it though.
Let's talk
What
about it.
kind of person
Leaves out somebody's
leave off the fucking sauce?
a person who don't respect human life and who don't respect their own.
Nah, that was over the top. That nigga like, yeah, I said it. Like, nigga, you could have been like, I was just fucking around, but you meant that shit in the first place.
They took me serious.
Yeah.
That's what y'all hear.
Nah, that nigga was when keeping it real goes wrong, white man.
So y'all not here?
Hell yeah, I said
I thought y'all was here for the man.
it. There's crack in my shoe.
And you worried about my fake bomb.
I'm high on heroin.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. What have you ever like got incensed in the drive with me? I'm gonna tell you my McDonald's, cause I understand where you're coming from. I just didn't have the wherewithal to just threaten him like he did. Shout out to Phil. What up, Phil? Phil being here. Phil must ain't got shit else to do. He was in on the boxing chat.
Say he got to if he listened to
Hell
this.
yeah. Nah, shout out to Phil. Shout out to Phil. That's
What
my
up,
nigga.
Phil?
He's Chiracian too.
What up, Phil?
He's Chiracian. I was at McDonald's. First off, McDonald's is filled with horse players. People who shuck and jive. They have no regards for people's fucking sauce.
It's kids.
Yeah. But we need to hire more responsible children. No, but I remember I was in the McDonald's drive-thru. I was working a second shift where it was like 5 to fucking 5. So I got off late as shit. I know I was hungry as fuck, and I pulled over to the drive-thru. Before I finish this, I must tell y'all this was one of the worst experiences of my fucking drive-thru lives. I was starving. It wasn't too many places that was open. It was this and Shake and Shake, and I was closer to this. I got to saying what I want, and they kept making like funny noises, like what's the nigga Lil John? They was remixing my shit. What? All that shit. I'm like, first off, man, I kind of was caught off guard, man, and I was stupid enough trying to repeat it. I was thinking, what? Hey, man, can I, what? That's how they was doing me, right, man. Listen, my tolerance, I blew a gasket. I don't have, especially that I didn't have like strong fucking resolve. I said, man, what the fuck wrong with you stupid bitch? That's why you be working for the rest of your life, you little ignorant bastard, you little stupid motherfucker. And I pulled off. I was so fucking shitty, nigga.
Let them have it.
Hey, pause, I laid into him. I gave him a piece of my fucking mom. and I feel so helpless and so powerless. That I understand why he said what he said, whether he meant it or not. If I'd have been thinking coherently, I'd have said, you know what? I'm about to go home, get all my guns, I'll come back and shoot all y'all. Y'all gotta eat fucking fast food tails. I know y'all got a story where y'all want to kill them off in the drive, but don't leave me out here by myself.
Man, but shit, just recently, I can't think of one that's really mistaken for me, but I went around chasing like, Ron, you know, and you better get him the benefit of the doubt, because it's Chick-fil-A. You like, man, ain't gonna forget my motherfucking fries. I said it, everything separate, so you heard what I said. And, I pulled off. We in the driveway. I pulled back around. And
Who was you with?
Kay.
Okay.
Ended up having to go back around, and go back around, and the line was long. So along the way, we ended up eating our food and then ordered the same thing again.
That's my shit.
Was you high?
No. We was just hungry, man. Like, I've been eating a lot.
Yeah.
And then,
Look at you, let me find out you pregnant.
These muscles that pregnant.
no, it was like when I went around, I'm like, I just think about all that shit I'm saying, this motherfucker.
Yeah, that sound like
And
you're in the joint.
I really just ended up ordering the whole other thing because I didn't feel like going through the whole process. I'm like, oh, what'd you say? Well, you got your ticket or this, and that. Well, they probably just would have gave it to me, but I'm like, I really just ordered in there the same thing. We went what each other had. But I had just got a salad. She got some nuggets, but I wanted 2 fries, so she can have one. I can have one.
And
Yeah, it's 1 fry.
the inside was closed.
It wasn't. But I went and go back out through the drive-thru and see the same dude.
Uh-uh.
But it was a different dude when I went back around.
Come back around.
Yeah, so it changed, like, I couldn't even really say, fuck everything up. So I'm like, damn. I really wanted that motherfucking, I don't know, they had me pissed off for a minute. I was talking shit for like all the way to the country. Like, I can't believe motherfuckers forgot my fries.
I can imagine. Hey, you feel that nigga sound like Babyface, the powdery ass voice. That nigga speak up.
Hey, you ain't really gonna get too much out of me, Philip.
How dare you have a name like Philip and you tell me people based on my voice, Mr. Philip. The coolest you get is Philly, nigga. Hey, what up, Jason? You don't have any violent stories? First off, you give Chick-fil-A a pass sometimes. They give a
Hey,
pass.
man, they customer service. It's usually on usually, you know. But
Fuck you. Go ahead, though.
I'm trying to. I can't remember what fucking place this was, man. I think it was some late night shit. And fucking, it happens like most places though. It be when they fucking you wait in line, and then they ain't got nothing. I mean nothing, and they don't say they ain't got shit. They wait
We
till
got
you,
buns.
nigga, every stupid fucking thing. Like, so that just be the shit for me. And then I be thinking they be doing petty shit on purpose, like. When they hand you your cup and shit, I be thinking they be leaving the top off a little bit on purpose. So they
Oh,
like,
look at
"Oops."
this field.
Nigga, yeah, nigga, you knew that shit wasn't fucking fast and you bitch. and then they hand you a wet ass cup and don't give you no napkin. I'm like, nigga, give me a napkin.
Yeah.
Ain't your hand wet, nigga? Like it be like some fucking Seinfeld shit that be happening to me. Like
I didn't mean to invoke PTSD for a fast food restaurant.
Nigga didn't give my napkin. Nah.
But dude, we need to have a GoFundMe for the McDonald's fake bomb guy. Moving on to something more pressing. This past weekend there was a BET Music Awards, whatever. I wasn't hip to it. I don't watch award shows. I haven't watched BET in quite some time. I think the last thing I seen on TV was White Girl's video from Uncut.
Shout out to Uncut. Fuck BET.
Uncut was legendary. I haven't watched BET just no reason, but it's not just BET. I don't really watch TV that much. I watch some specific things.
Can't stream BET, can you? Yeah, you can.
I have no idea.
Ain't nobody doing it.
Yeah, no.
They come free on Zoom on Pluto.
That's like saying how you went sorry. Never did. But outside of the typical or predicted women worship, where all I was seeing was such and such award, what she looked like, this, that, and the other. And I just realized that no matter how much they talk about these girls, I don't know none of them. I don't know Doja Cat from Sweetie. Like I don't know these people. So and it's cool because I'm of age. I don't know these things, but I do know when I see some sick shit. It's remarkable to me how this young thing stays like at the height of hip hop for having no talent. You know what I'm talking about? Lil NX. I refuse to fucking slander two real niggas for this weirdo's gratification. Little niglet. Lil Nas X, he made headlines for having what they say, a gay kiss. Is that what they call it? A gay kiss.
That's what it was in a video.
It was after the award show. It was, first off, let me say that it was not. I hate what I was about to say. I was about to say it was nothing remarkable. We've seen it before. And what I mean by seeing it before, it was, first off, he kissed some no-name goofy-ass fatherless nigga. I swear the nigga, he had to have no father. It was at the end of his performance, which just don't sound right. They had on Egyptian garb. Like I don't know the context of the video, the performance, whatever, and I never will know because I will never watch that shit. But at the end of the thing, he turned to his left and he kissed another dude.
Clearly playing it. I mean, like stage.
I mean, his career staged. He's definitely an industry plant. And I have no doubt in my mind that he was playing in the industry just for this type of thing. He came in with a super popular, catchy song, real than children, and even some adults is fucking with it. I did it to the least bit. It was just weird to me.
Did he win?
I don't know who won or who lost shit.
I mean, I was just.
No, because I'm saying like,
I'm like, maybe it was a celebratory thing, because I'm like, nigga, come on.
how many times you want to kiss the nigga in the mouth?
Come on, man. What?
You said celebratory. I can't celebrate like that.
Nah, motherfucker go kiss their wife, so I'm like, you know, but I can't. That shit was clearly staged, though. So.
Stage or not, man.
What was that, a month ago? He was just in the news. They like, it's about time again, nigga. You got a Grammy, so you get one stage and appearance every month.
And that's what leads us to what we're talking about, the gay agenda in hip-hop entertainment as far as the pertains to black men, males, or whatever you want to call it, boys. What makes this extra goofy and it's remarkable to me how it's gained traction is this the exact same thing that Madonna did with Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera on MTV, Movie Awards, some shit, years ago for shock value. What's different here is it's with black males who are way more influential at this point in their careers than Madonna was. You know what I'm saying? Madonna was like 72. She was cool with that particular this is when it was peak Britney, peak Christina. So they're influenced, but it's still not in the social media age where everybody see it, where there are children watching this show. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not mad that he kissed the dude. I'm mad that they treated it like it was something to be lauded, something to be happy about, something to be prideful about, and which goes to weak ass Puffy, Sean Combs. He took a picture, he screenshot or took a picture off the TV and he posted on his Instagram and he put Lil Nas X did that. Exclamation, exclamation, be fearless. 3 exclamation marks with the clapping hands.
What did you do?
Puffy. Someone who's always been considered possible homosexual. And you gotta understand, this is what goes on in this industry, but when you are lauding this, when you are applauding this and treating this as how, I don't understand how they try to magnify this or pump it up as if it's something that's fearless, quote unquote. What is fearless about kissing a nigga in the mouth if you a fag?
Yeah, why you gotta do all that?
Like what are we doing? Like what are we pushing?
Well, you ain't no, when
Like
I
what?
When I kiss him off, you know, ain't nobody telling me be fearless.
Right. When we talk about agendas, first off, I'm the only one talking. I'm on my rant. I'm gonna ask y'all, do y'all think there is a gay agenda that's targeting black males?
For sure, during this month, they like, let's get this shit in, nigga. If y'all got Juneteenth on top of Pride, we trying to make any excuse to tie this shit together. It's definitely been that. Well, you saying an agenda period? Yeah, it's always been that, because that started with the whole get the father out the home plan, you know.
Yeah, it's like, how else can we do this?
Yeah, they like, yeah. So, and it ain't like this is the first, you know, go about of it, but it's just another iteration of it, but it just seemed more extreme, maybe to us, but it's the same amount of gay period.
Especially when they take the fathers out the home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Make it even more. It's like, okay, then now we can get to the youth. Because they ain't got the fathers at home telling them.
Like, boy, don't watch that dumb shit. Nah.
When you say that it's something that we've seen before, like, and I definitely agree with that. But what are some of the instances that come to your mind when you say it's something we've seen before?
Like when old school comedians used to do the woman gigs like Big Mama. You know, just saying that's like something.
Yeah, that was the way for
me. It
me.
was like,
A lot
you
of
know, it's
dresses.
just like it's okay for a dude to get in a dress and act like a woman if he just joking around. You feel me?
And that was a big subject of discussion in the quote unquote black community. That's been an ongoing thing. And then what else? The rap. They tried to bring that out in rap with like Young Thug and other motherfuckers. They like he wear a dress, it's cool. Like I saw it starting off And I was like, is A$AP rapping gay? Cause he got a dress. But then we was like, oh, he just rap real good. And then they started trying to push it and push it and push it until so you was like, oh, that's good. Them nigga, nigga, you ain't got no purse, nigga. So here we are. It's just baby steps, but niggas don't realize it because a bitch approved of it. And so now we like, oh, nigga, that's the way, nigga. Get you a fucking a purse that look like a bulletproof vest now, nigga. What? Like I don't know. They got purses that look like gun holsters and shit. Like it's crazy, but
fast TCK fast.
So you emasculate anything that is supposedly held to a masculine high standard in the black community, and you know they just kind of spin the wheel and see what's the next thing to do, and this was it.
Fast TCK fact.
Mm-hmm.
Two of my constituents, my great friends, used to come here with me in purses. I will not elaborate or name names.
I don't but it is what it is. You know, maybe that's your weed, man. Shit.
Yo, what?
That's where you keep your weed at. You ain't got no pockets, now you wearing a tracksuit. You can't lose the weed in your wallet. I'm trying to make it make sense, man. I don't do this.
Okay, it don't. First off, we are reducing this to hip hop right here at the beginning of this conversation. But when I talk about like old instances of where it was pushed, if you ever heard Little Richard talk about when he was first coming out that, and Little Richard is a self-professed former fag, as he said. I don't think, but hey, he said that when he tried to push himself as a masculine man, they told him, nah, that ain't what the people want to see. They want to see you bop, 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 shut up. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, if you're going to make money, you have to do this. He said they told him you got to wear this bouffant hairdo, put on this makeup. At this time, first off, he wasn't a victim. He volunteered because the alternative is I'm going to give me a fucking job. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm going to grind out here on the Chitlin circuit and win on my own. But when you are intoxicated or when you want to be famous, when you want to be accepted in Babylon, you got to play by Babylonian rules. It didn't just go right there. We see, and it's crazy because this is one of my favorite people of all time as far as entertainers go. 70s and 80s. Prince was out there. Prince was one of the most androgynous seeming motherfuckers in life. Tight pants, little bitty motherfucker, nice perm, or it may have been natural. He mixed some shit. He had his ass out. Some people say this is what rock stars is doing. I don't give a shit what rock stars are doing. The shit was faggy.
I definitely, as a child, thought, I was like, that man gay. But even to this day, I ain't never heard one gay story about this man.
Fair enough. And I'm glad I haven't heard one.
Right.
But my thing is, though, the image he was portraying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Big time.
Some other shit, other instances of this was, excuse me, and this where it wasn't just targeted to black people, but it was a white person who sung like a black person, who had far-reaching, appeal. We can go Boy George.
Lil Wayne.
No, Boy George Culture Club, you know what I'm saying? So,
Come on.
They know that he was going to target a particular group of people. With the advent of hip-hop at its genesis, at its core, was some ultra alpha male shit. Some macho, masculine shit. I'm the best, I'm the toughest, I'm this, I'm that. Before it became a quote-unquote gangster rap, it still had a street element to it. That it started with the B-boys, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Ha, ha, ha.
Sucker.
It was always super masculine. When you had, where people frown down on the so-called gangster rap era, whatever, and with merit, they have a right to. As a mature person, you can understand how there was nothing advantageous about talking about shooting somebody because of color, because of some drugs, or, you know what I'm saying, just pimping hoes. But the underlying fact that it was masculine, it was dominant, it wasn't no sissy shit going on. You see what I'm saying? So what do? You start trying to introduce a gay or feminine element to this. They would try to soften up images by promoting the MC Hammers. And definitely not calling MC Hammer a sissy, but they would try to like push that softer element and shit to diffuse the whether it was toxic masculinity, if you want to term it that, but they wanted to get rid of that element. They started, and you jumped to the Lil Wayne with the soft, the little weird pants and shit and all that shit.
Not even that. The song when he was like, I don't care if you as a prostitute. And they was like, Lil Wayne singing like a bitch now. Nigga, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
It's cool though.
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
Yeah, and the Boondocks told us what was happening.
Did they talk about that?
No, I'm talking about gangster lists and all that shit.
Yeah.
But this is when I seen the big turn. Shout out to Dipset. Cameron. Well, they took off with the pink shit. We know, first off, you wear what you want to, but we know that traditionally pink is a feminine color. It's for women.
Pink and purple.
They took off with the feminine colors and shit, pink, everything, cars, whatever. And it made them fashionistas. Where they probably came out with what they felt was some swag shit, but it opened up eyes to the possibilities, to what can we do. We've known that hip hop has always had their influences. We know that hip hop is quote unquote, and I'll say this, homophobic. They always considered hip hop as being anti-gay or scared. Because at the end of the day, phobia is fear. But they say that hip hop is not a rest haven for the homosexual lifestyle. There's nobody want to hear about a fag busting his gun. There's nobody gonna believe about the fag was sitting out all day selling dope, which it does happen. The fags do shoot people and they do sell dope. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I was watching some shit on Netflix. It was like that rap contest shit. And dude, they did have a gay rapper on there. He was definitely trying to talk tough, and it was like oddly placed. And the rappers who were like T.I. and Big Boy and Quavo was telling like, nigga, like, it's something there. I don't know what it is, but like, nigga, be you. Like, don't be trying to do that shit. Like, niggas can't honor both in a weird way. The black community don't honor, though they don't go hand in hand in the eyes of black people. So they trying to figure out how to bring it together.
And that's crazy because I was looking at the 2004 interview where Kanye West was complaining about the quote unquote discrimination against gay people. When people say discriminate, what exactly? I don't know what they mean. Like, I don't understand how nobody does anything to gay people outside say, "Hey, you gay." You know what I'm saying? It's an ideology that's pushed or promoted that gay people are victimized. That people should be walking around smacking fags. There are incidences where people do get smacked for being gay. Somebody ignorant and shit want to hit them, which I don't condone that shit at all. If somebody make that decision, make that their life, that's their personal decision, but keep it personal. Now, I'm saying you gotta be hiding and shit, but you don't have to fucking flaunt it. You don't have to tongue kiss a man on TV. You don't have to, when I say gay agenda, I'm saying like, what is it used for? Is it used to like influence homosexuality against black youth, males in particular? And the reason why I say they do this is because it creates a softer, you know what I'm saying, a softer male population within the community. We know that the majority of these young boys, and we was talking about the Flip Wilson, the Martin, the Shanae, the Wanda, where these comedians, successful comedians who are talented, end up dressing like women and shit to garner more adulation. Even Kevin Hart, you at the peak, you at your fucking peak, the most famous comedian in the world, then you put a dress on. So it seems ritualistic.
I was about to say, does that mean you wanted to at this point because you had the option not to?
Listen,
I ain't trying to do no hot take. That was just a
greedy person is a greedy person. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's enough?
I don't want to judge.
You're Jason. You have the right.
I ain't no judge.
You have the right to the same
I
way.
got the right, but it ain't official. So
what makes it official? I
make
mean,
it official. That's it.
the most high appointed us to fucking bring law and order. So you have the right to judge. If the most high team tells somebody they doing wrong,
if he told me to,
you read the scripture. It's in there. It's in the scriptures. We supposed to be custodial for our nation. But the thing with that is, I lost my train of thought. But what they start with the cross dressing and all this stuff, and why is it necessary? We don't see it promoted with other races. Like, when was the last time you? And you probably got a better view of me because you a comedian and you see more comical shit than I do. Do you see white men being pushed to dress up like women and shit? Let's take Robert Williams out the equation, Ms. Doubtfire. And where else does this occur? Bosom buddies back in the day. Like, in modern internet times, when is this pushed?
In other like nationalities, they definitely you right. I like the only way I do see it obviously is comedy, and like I did notice that it was a lot of that shit in the like late 2000s and going into the 2010s that like they were pushing that like Seth Rogen and Will Ferrell and a lot of the white dudes that was considered to be funny was doing all these weird ass gay shit. I mean, like just to be funny. Mm-hmm. And then it was funny, not to keep using this fucking word, that they turned around and told black people they can't use gay as a joke. You can't make that the punchline. That's what they told me when I was in LA, when I moved from Chicago. They're like, no, you can't make it the punchline. And that was like 2011, 2012. And that just coincidentally happened to be the first time that they start accepting homosexual and lesbian or LGBT, whatever it is, everybody, as a part of the diversity showcase for CBS. So they forced that in there as diversity, but it was just again another group of white people they played them out. And it was like, nigga, come on, now you trying to make it even and equal, but no, you just wanted to keep it white. Like, we just want to make sure, but we calling it diverse. So it kind of was like, I really felt it then, because they were like, nope, you can't say that, but they can. Everything that we were saying, they let them do the exact same thing, but they told us we couldn't do it because it was funny when we did it. But they felt like we was making fun of them, and it wasn't like we was caught saying, "Hey, we fag." Like it wasn't nothing like that. Yeah. It was just the same type of shit that they would do. We was just putting it in front of their face, and they ain't like that shit. So
that's the shit you
pause.
That's the shit you be like. Well, the mom, she said, "Yeah, go ahead and wear the dress," and then the dad, she said, "You can go ahead and wear the dress too." Yeah,
man, them motherfuckers, they did not give a. They was like, nope, y'all not finna use our shit and be funnier than us with our own shit. We gonna take this over and make it a positive, like the N word. But they just really trying to. The push is really to normalize this shit. That's all they keep trying to say.
I'm glad that you said normalize, because you only normalize abnormal shit. It's
call it queer because it's peculiar, not
strange.
Yeah,
And when I go back to the agenda, you mentioned the Young Thug. He come out here weird with dresses and he takes off. He's not a remarkable artist who's dropping heavyweight bars. Then you see the Lil Peep dude, where he talking about he was struggling with bisexuality. He that little motherfucker, the dog. We had the Gucci gang. Ain't that you remember Gucci gang shit?
I think so.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't hear that.
Yeah. But when we talk about the agenda,
the brat, man. She coming out with a show all of a sudden. Like, people knew in Chicago, but like, didn't nobody really know that, and now they pushing it.
But see, even with Brad, we not talking about women.
Yeah, I get it.
The women, you know what I'm saying?
We talking about an agenda specifically
to the men.
Yeah.
And so with the men, you have people like Frank Ocean come out and say he's gay. It's like the more gay you are, the more popular you become. If you have any if you have any gay innuendo and shit in your artist profile, your biography, anything that like make people question your sexuality, it increases your profile to the point that what's the boy that Frank Ocean buddy? Nigga, Tyler the Creator. He came out about 2 hours ago talking about he used to try to fuck white boys, or he had sex with a white boy. Or just recently I read an article where he's talking about he had tried to fuck Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
When in our community has this been acceptable where we could look at this
I
shit?
got an album coming out.
He do. But I'm saying like the agenda is if like niggas aware of the agenda. You know what I'm saying? Where if I say I do this, that, and the other shit, they'll accept me. I'll sell more albums, things like that.
That's like saying get vaccinated, wear a mask. Nigga. That's all it is.
It's a little bit different when you still sucking dick.
But they don't get them. They the type of weak minded motherfuckers. Like I don't care about how it looks.
Yeah.
I will push this agenda for this one. But
So in my personal opinion, I think the whole goal is to it's population control. One. You fag up a whole race or something, or you soften them up and stuff, and you make them go directly against the Most High. The homosexual is considered an abomination. It's abominable, I mean it's hateful. It's not that many things in scripture that are called hateful.
Can't be fruitful.
You can be fruity, but you can't be fruitful. So the agenda is to continue the degradation of the black man in America, to continuously subjugate him, which the way you break a man's masculinity, I don't give a fuck what they tell you. He a man, he still, once you get hit in your ass and shit, you're not a man. Once you have any kind of fucking gay shit, you are a male. You're not a man anymore. And this goes back to on the so-called slave plantations, where they would take the toughest one, the toughest man, the one who was looked at as somebody who was masculine. He the top of the food chain, where they would put you in the gallows, you know what I'm saying? Bound you and shit, and fuck you in front of everybody. They had buck breaking forms. The buck, that's what it's called, a strong black man, a buck. And how you break a buck, you humiliate him. What's the biggest thing you can do to humiliate a man? Fuck him in the ass in front of everybody.
like that's humiliating to the nigga that's doing it.
No, it's not. If you don't stand on nothing, no.
I'm just like,
Listen, it's me and you. It is
insane, right? Yeah. Anyway.
But the people who they was trying to fucking demoralize, they didn't give a shit about the white man, the dude who was running the show.
They concerned about his welfare.
They concerned about this person who we look up to. You see what I'm saying? So now if you buck breaking a generation of black men, who are they gonna look up to? Who's gonna be respected?
The butt breaker.
And that's unfortunately true.
Mm-hmm.
So there is an agenda. I don't feel like we can probably delve into it because we would need somebody to come against what we stand. You know what I'm saying? Somebody would say, no, this is just happening. And what they want to do, they want to push it like this is, as you said, acceptable. Like it's what's going on. And we, unfortunately, man, we got a lot of, this might be the gayest youthful generation ever. This upcoming generation. Because we talked about, if you ever get on TikTok, all you do is see dudes mimicking women, putting on wigs and shit, feminine ways, where they try to reenact some shit, and I don't agree with it. I don't agree with how so-called heterosexual straight men scared to speak up against it. Men scared to say shit like, nigga, why you suck a dick? You know what I'm saying? You can't even say it. Terrifying.
But shit, you gotta think though, that was like, whether, I'm finna say some shit that motherfuckers probably don't like, but whether you like it or not, nigga, that Me Too movement was a crippling movement for males because they, and intentionally so. Yes, the fucked up niggas was fucked up for doing what they did, but y'all, that was a fucking agenda to make niggas be like, oh shit, I can't even touch a bitch for real.
Scared to be me.
Don't you? Yeah, so now you telling the motherfucker don't be assertive and don't be confident and don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit that's naturally a part of it, but they simplify that shit as that's chauvinistic and shit. But it's like, no, nigga, bitch, that's what you want, niggas like that. Yeah. Whether you want to, that's what attract you to a motherfucker. Now, if you choose to keep a motherfucker, like that's on you.
Right.
But that shit really had motherfuckers like, I ain't gonna lie, me too. Like they ain't try to be funny. Like I didn't want to fuck it. I'm like, shit, I don't know how to tell my son how to holler at a bitch now. Like not even because you just supposed to say what's on your mind and then get that attention and then say some real shit if that's what you want to do. But I think that shit was intentional and it started, and that shit has a bearing on everything going forward from that. And now everybody's considering like, nigga, everybody got popped off in every shape, form, and fashion.
Right.
Oh shit, nigga, you better fall the fuck back, go get married, nigga.
And the main thing, the only thing I can advise a person to do, like if I was to advise somebody, I went in telling them to just jump up and start talking crazy about Lil Nas X. This is my media outlet where I can say what the fuck I want to. I had no repercussions. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I don't have a bag coming, and I'm not controlled by money. But all you can do is be self-contained. I tell people that, but it's something I learned. You can't just tell people, hey, you shouldn't be doing this, hey, you shouldn't be doing that, if they're not receptive to it from jump. You can tell who you can talk to. You have a pretty good idea who's going to be receptive to what you have to say and shit, and that's who you communicate with. Some people too far gone. A person like Puffy who's applauding this shit, he at least 40 dicks in.
But that's because he's like, nigga, you did everything I wanted to do.
Yeah. He living vicariously through him, as is Dwayne Wade with his son. Come on, man. What other race do y'all see where a prominent athlete, influential person is turning their fucking son into a girl? What other race does this shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's only us.
Yeah, they, to devil's advocate, Bruce Jenner.
He's a grown man.
He was a grown man, but I'm just saying.
He a grown man.
I'm just saying
he's
that
around doors.
they put this nigga on every fucking cover to tell males. I know you specifying. We talking about black people, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, nigga, they really was like your best, world's greatest hero, nigga, the $1 million man himself.
Just like somebody around here bragging about Captain Caveman.
But I'm just
nobody
saying,
knows fucking Bruce Jenner. He
But
don't have no far fear.
At that time, now they made it a big deal. I'm not saying nobody gave a fuck.
But no, I'm just saying this is the big difference right here. Bruce Jenner, who the fuck is this? You got
Now, hell yeah.
I'm talking about when it first happened. Everybody was watching Kim Kardashian didn't know who the fuck Bruce Jenner was as far as his
That's why they
celebrity.
had to do that shit.
Yeah,
That was part of it.
I agree.
But
I agree.
most of the black people though, yeah,
Because they take the most influential people in the community, and then it be the people who masculine who you think like, oh man, he gonna tell me he ain't with that. What? People have a right to happiness. Like, they start saying cliche shit because they scared because these people feed them, and so in order to keep eating, they got to do everything these people say do. They have to agree with anything, no matter. Listen. People are more willing to go against the Most High than to go against this system. And that's some heavy shit right there. That's heavy. But it's a consistent and constant reminder to where we are. We are in Babylon. There's nothing new under the sun. You know what I'm saying? It's always been the homosexual people who's been in control. Like we talk about the buck breaking here. You go back to Rome. You go look at Rome, Greece. And even Egypt, you know what I'm saying? You see gay art.
I think, and that's what I thought about when this Lil Nas X thing came up. It
With
was
Egyptian
just like,
shit?
no,
Oh,
just
okay.
the Greek with their little boyfriend shit. I was like, it's official. Like we here now, nigga. Like I don't know, man. Like that was it was supposed to be a symbol for sure. And
Again, this shit has been going on, but the veil's coming up. Everything, you know what I'm saying? People gotta make a decision what they're gonna do. Who you gonna choose to follow, what you gonna rock with. Cause it ain't no more gray areas. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be there's no line of demarcation. Matter of fact, there's a line of demarcation. So you here on this side of the line or you on that side of the line. And you gotta pick who you gonna rock with. You can't be lukewarm. I always say this, man, black women do this shit a lot where they just start accepting anything. And these goofy beta niggas start accepting anything the black women accept. You know what I'm saying? He act like he cool, a little faggot running around in the living room. You know what I'm saying? That's some sad shit. It's fucked up. I don't give homeboy no play or nothing, man. I don't check. I happen to see this, and it's only like 10 niggas saying stop. It's not cool. We concerned about our youth. We done had homosexuals on the show.
it's definitely
But they couldn't be doing the homosexual shit either. Like, you're not gonna kiss no nigga and shit to get shot. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't know if y'all realize like how heavy and hard they going on like Hulu and Disney Plus. I'm like, nigga, that's what everybody put their kids on to shut the fuck up and going up. Like,
That's why I'm not gonna watch the Eternals when it
that
come
shit,
out.
bro.
I'm not watching the Eternals when it come out because they got Brian Tyree in a gay relationship. And he's half a fag in real life anyway.
Like,
It's crazy. But like they putting a prominent male black actor in the first gay relationship on Marvel Comics.
yeah, I heard about
It's
that.
weak, nigga. But it is what it is. It's all gonna be rectified.
It's a selling point for them. They trying to sell some shit right now.
Sodom and
That's hot.
Gomorrah. This is gonna burn. Anything you understand clothing, Juvie, what's up, man? You next time we see you gonna be hitched. Or next time on the show.
My jersey going up to the stands this Saturday.
Are you first ballot Hall of Fame? Hold on. Are you first ballot Hall of Fame? Have you hit enough? Have you done enough to have your jersey retired? Or are you just silently walking out like Boris Diaw? Are you going like Tim Duncan putting it, or is it Boris Diaw? Which one? Honest assessment.
Look who we say RJ Ward.
He first ballot Hall of Fame. Nothing unturned. He's first ballot. Are you first ballot Hall of Fame? Have you knocked down everything that you should have? Have you hit shot from the free throw line, 3-point line? Have you dunked from the free throw line? Have you won 6 rings? Have you got 3 in a row when playing baseball and then came back got 3 more?
I got 3.
Hey, that's Hall of Fame. That's Hall of Fame.
I can't close to the floor.
That's Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
But you feeling good though?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm ready to have fun.
I know you gonna be
Enjoy yourself,
dancing like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
I know, yeah. What's up though? Any more thing on your calendar?
Currently, a lot of shit is farther out, but the 22nd of July we had the White Rabbit, another clean show. It's a charity show.
What is it benefiting?
It's benefiting niggers and everything that niggers may need.
The White Rabbit.
No, it's my homegirl Jetta Vaughn is putting on the show, and it's for I can't remember what the good cause is, but it don't matter, man. I'm just doing a couple minutes. I don't give a fuck about these quote unquote good causes, man. Just go do the shit. But
What he's trying to say to you?
go to the show and find out what the charity is. Come support that. If you believe in doing good shit, it don't matter what you're doing it for. If you're a real one. So come to the show on July 22nd at the White Rabbit. We're in Indianapolis. I'll probably be back in Chicago before that though at Riddles.
What was your 3 shows that you got added?
3 shows. There's a place in Greenwood called the Sterling Event Center, where Gutties used to be. That I think Ike and them took over that spot too.
Good grief.
Him and this white dude Fish. Shout out to Fish and Ike. Ike took over ownership of Fort Wayne Comedy Club too, so I probably do a spot up there. And then the other Minneapolis, Minnesota show when Gutties opens up their 2nd location in Minnesota. So that's all that's on the platter right now. Probably gonna release that. No, not probably. I've been working on this fucking video for at least a month. Oh my god. But some more videos coming out. And,
You low key fell off.
and then I got busy with real shows and shit, and I couldn't balance out. So that's real life shit. Like, if I got on the road and I'm like, man, I ain't got time for this shit.
But Juvie burped 6 times in a row, man. This nigga burped 6 times in a row. I counted.
I ain't got time for this shit.
Outside of better.
But more content coming, so it may not, it may vary, but definitely the music is coming out.
I'm coming. Boy, you don't say that gay lingo, nigga. I'm coming out.
You got gay on the brain, y'all.
This is the gay agenda.
This is the gay on the brain. So,
Pause. This is No Homo.
hey, I ain't saying none of that shit. Y'all niggas know what it is. Fuck you.
No, we don't. No, we don't. We get shocked this shit every fucking day.
I thought you guys were my friends.
You have.
Please say no homo, granddad.
We were friends. No homo.
Hey.
No, but that's what's going on. Follow me at GoJason on all social media, and especially YouTube. Subscribe, cause there's a lot of shit in there you ain't seen yet, and people keep hitting me up about like that video you just put out, and I'm like, nigga, that shit been on there for 2 years. But thank you.
That's that bitch you should have been paying attention to.
Man, bitch.
Hey.
Tune in.
Thanks everybody for tuning in to another edition of the best podcast you never heard of. Conceited nobody, no homo.
Yeah.